Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract, Agent Assassination, set in Berlin and supplied to us today by JosephsBatman. So moving on to our briefing, the ICA has 5 defective agents. They want you to kill them and their handler so they don't leak the secrets. Good luck, 47. And moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the club crew, and we'll be bringing with us a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, I think this floor is clean enough for now, and we are going to make our way over to the juice bar area and the fuel storage tanks, and around by the canal here where we will not be seen. There is our first target, Agent Swan. He is going to make his way over the canal shortly, and he's going to stand over by the propane cylinder off in the distance, and when he does, we are going to detonate it and send him into the murky waters below. So 1 target down. We're going to move on now to Agent Green, and he is located up on the roof of the club. So we're going to make our way around past the portaloos, over the boarded up fence wall. We're going to take out the camera here. Not strictly necessary, but it is an annoying camera, so I like to get rid of it. We're going to climb up onto the shipping containers and then up onto the rooftops and the ladder up to the upper roof area. And then up here, just by the stairwell off to our left, we will find a spray can. And if we use instinct, we can see Agent Green is just moving away from us, which is perfect. So we can then render the guard having a cigarette break unconscious. We're going to grab his gun and we're going to deposit him in the dumpster in the stairwell, and then all we have to do is await the return of Agent Green, and he will come along at some point and he will lean on the banister, and we can then give him a gentle nudge. So we're going to take this guard's outfit as it is a requirement for one of our eliminations, but we'll use it for all of them. So we're going to make our way along the rooftop. We're going to grab the propane cylinder, and then we're going to hide ourselves behind the air conditioning unit right here while we wait for Agent Green to make his way back along the rooftop, all the while stopping briefly to radio in to his handler, who has no idea we are right here. So once he's finished with that, he is going to go and lean on the banister here. We're going to give him a gentle nudge and send him on his way down to the chill out bar area. And then we're going to make our way down a much safer method by using the stairwell. We're going to head all the way down to the levels above the dance floor, where all of the technical stuff is located and a load of people are standing around. So we're going to go down to the next floor, and our next target will be Agent Banner, who is currently stood on a walkway bridging over the top of the dance floor. Now, the target will also have Agent Montgomery and his bodyguard visit him periodically, and for those of you who watch the channel for a while will know that Agent Montgomery is my absolute nemesis on this map. So we're going to try and take care of him and Agent Banner at the same time, so that we don't run into him later on down on the ground floor. So we're going to drop our propane cylinder on the bridge behind Agent Banner. We're going to make our way into the staff only area here and put 1 bullet into the propane cylinder. That will set Agent Banner off into panic mode, so we're going to hide in the crate until he goes back to his usual routine, and then all we have to do is await the arrival of Agent Montgomery. Once they arrive, we can then send them both flying over the edge. We're going to hop back into the crate provided whilst all of the panic ensues, and then we're going to make our way, when safe, back down to the lower levels. We're going to head all the way to the far end of the backstage areas here, and then descend down the stairs to the very bottom, and at the very bottom we will locate 2 more propane cylinders, although we only need 1 of them. So we're going to grab the propane cylinder and we're going to make our way along past the rear of the DJ booth. We're going to drop the cylinder on the floor here as we can't get through the doors. And we're going to make our way up on top of the DJ booth, up on top of the air conditioning unit, and make our way around and into the security office. And what we're going to do here is take out the surveillance system. Again, this is not strictly necessary, but we have the time and I have the inclination. So there is one of the guns from Agent Montgomery or Agent Banner. We're just going to wait for that guard to deposit that in the weapons locker and leave, and then from our lofty position we will be able to take out the surveillance system. So like I said, not strictly necessary, but something I prefer to do. So once we've done that, we can make our way back down the corridor over the air conditioning unit. We're going to drop down outside Hirschmuller's office, and then we are able to go through the double doors, collect our propane cylinder. We're going to then place that cylinder in the security room just by the drainage grate here, and then make our way into the boiler room area. And we're going to put 1 bullet into the propane cylinder and then quickly hide in the crate provided, just in case we start some panic and the guards come in here investigating. Once that has all taken its place, Agent Chamberlain will have arrived, hopefully, and all we have to do is line up our shot and close those doors. And when Agent Chamberlain walks back past on his way back into the dance floor area of the club, we can open the doors, detonate the propane cylinder, and then very quickly pop back into the crate. So there goes Agent Chamberlain. We're going to put ourselves back in the crate as this place will be swarming with forces momentarily. Once everybody